Welcome beyond Kunzel back to Let's Talk About Real Estate.
Lisa, as always, absolute pleasure to be in your company, my friend.
Oh, you too. So today we're going to just have a bit of a freestyle talk about eXp and just kind of talk about our experiences, what we like, what we don't like, what's happened for us. I've been in eXp for 3 years. You've been in for a little bit less than that. Yeah.
Not exactly 3. I had my 3rd year anniversary 2 months ago. And guess what? Just capped. Tomorrow I'm going to cap.
Oh, you are to explain what that means.
So basically, for people that are watching that don't understand, we'll start on a 75% commission split for the first $100,000 that we do in commissions, ex GST. So obviously, including GST, that'll be $110,000 of commission. Then after that, we cap, which means eXp no longer take a single dollar from us. So obviously up to the 100,000, they're getting 25%, which equals $25,000. And it's obviously deducted as we go. And then after that, once we've done 100K, we are what we call a capped agent. We are on a 100% commission split.
Yes. So you got it yesterday, did you say?
No, tomorrow. I've got a settlement.
Oh, tomorrow. Awesome.
And what happens is the settlement tomorrow is a $17,000 commission. I only need $9,000 to cap. So what that means is I won't receive 75% of the 17,000. What I'll get is 9,000 of the 17,000 will go towards me capping.
Yes.
And I'll obviously receive 75% of that 9,000.
Yes.
But then the other 11,000,
you'll get 100%.
I'll actually get 100%. So I'll actually get 11,000 plus 75% of.
That's 9,000. Awesome. So you cap tomorrow. D and Ellen capped yesterday. So you know that's something a lot of agents reach out. You know, I had quite a few because I posted last night about D and Ellen capping. And people were saying, what does that mean? How does that happen? How did they get 100% commission? And so, you know, it's just unheard of in the industry. I think everybody charges, you know, commission no matter what you bring in. So ours is just that capped rate. You never pay anything more than $25,000 a year. And talk about icons. So just briefly, so our agents can qualify to have $21,000 worth of shares every single year. They pay eXp 25 grand, but they can get $21,000 worth of shares back. So effectively, it's only cost $4,000. But in your situation, tell them about what's happened with you.
Okay. So I think I was agent 13 when I joined with eXp, and the opportunity was presented to me with yourself as my sponsor. And I'm so glad that I chose you as my sponsor, because a lot of people don't understand the way the system works. So for starters, every other real estate company out there, they'll give you a commission split, but doesn't matter how much you write, that's the split. Some companies I know go, look, if you settle this much in a month, we'll give you an extra 5% or whatever. And that's basically it. But I believe from my understanding, my research, that we're the only company that has a cap. Yes. Now, there's some companies out there that are like cloud-based models where you might receive 93% of your commission, but you've got to do everything yourself. And there's other companies out there where you might receive 100% of the commission, but you've got to pay like, you know, $1,500 to $2,000 a month, whatever it might be.
Yes.
To basically just have their branding and then do everything yourself as well. So our model gives us full back-end support, okay? So I've got administrative assistants. I got somebody that handles sale to settlement process for me. I basically just need to list and sell property. I just need to list and sell property, log it into the system, and that's basically it. I don't need to do trust accounting. I don't need to handle invoicing of suppliers. That's all done for me. I don't need to worry about the sale to settlement process. That's all taken care of for me. I don't need to worry about subscriptions with suppliers, because that's provided for $220. It's actually $218 a month to be exact. Yeah. So if we go, I don't know if you've got a calculator there, Lisa, but 25,000 plus 218 times 12, what's that? $218 times 12 months of the year, which is 2,616 plus 25,000. As an agent, all it costs me to be part of eXp is $27,616 a year. Exactly.
Right? It's just unbeatable. It is absolutely unbeatable.
It's a no-brainer, Lisa. Like, I saw this, right? And I've always wanted to do Kunzel real estate, Kunzel Estates. I was in the industry for 13 years before I was seeing eXp, right? And I thought, Kunzel Estates, but how the hell am I going to get anyone to come and work for Kunzel Estates when there's the big franchises out there, right? So I looked at some of these other models. I looked at Urban X. I looked at Area Specialist. I looked at Realty. I looked at, you know, maybe starting my own franchise, and then I also looked at the benefits of an independent. Now, independent, oh my gosh, the costs just
huge,
$100,000 a year, easy, at least. I mean, the subscriptions I get for $216, if I was subscribing to those myself, like realestate.com, CoreLogic, Home Pass Premium, and a few other things that we've got as well.
Secure Exchange, everything, yeah.
So Secure Exchange, Realty. If I was subscribing to all that, it'd probably be about $1,100 a month, right?
Yeah.
So firstly, I'm getting $1,100 worth of value for $216.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, I'm also getting support staff behind me. Like whoever you've got in your office right now sitting at the front desk, I've got that as well. But mine are more efficient, no disrespect. They're cloud-based. They're more efficient. They work from home. I've had properties go live at 7 a.m. in the morning. I've requested things at 6:30 at night. I said, look, sorry to bother you. I understand it's outside of work hours, but it's really important. And guess what? Done. But
Yeah,
the efficiency of this business is next level. Now, the problem I had when I looked at it is I thought, is this another Purple Bricks? Is this another Gecko? And I can tell you it is nothing.
No, we're a $1 billion company listed on the New York Stock Exchange. 89,000 agents in 24 countries. We're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. No, I'm here for life.
Yep,
You're eXp for life. eXp's around. Yep. We're very much in the black. We're stability, like with say Upside. You know, that just went into liquidation.
Very sad what happened with them. Yeah.
You know, so for agents now, you've got to be so careful who you choose. It's a big decision with which brand you go with, and you've got to do your research. You know, Google the company, Google the directors. You know what I mean? Like, just see what they're like, or who they are, what they've done, all that sort of thing. You know, and make sure you're joining a solid brand.
There's one really important factor here, right? When I looked at this, I thought this sounds too good to be true. 75% for the first 100,000, 100% thereafter. I can become an icon once I do 20 sales post capping, and that gets me $21,000 in shares. So if we take away the $21,000 in shares, now I'm in the business for $6,616 a year.
Yep.
Right. Plus, I'm growing a team. I'm receiving about I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but bugger, I'm going to say it. I'm receiving about 12 grand a month to 7 grand a month from eXp, just to say thank you for bettering the lives of other agents. It's not costing any agent that I bring into the company a single dollar. In fact, they're earning 1.5 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 times what they were, where they previously were at the franchise, paying 50%, 40%, 30%, whatever. But eXp don't have business development managers, right? They don't have all these head honchos on $300,000 a year doing this and that, right? Because it's built by agents, for agents, run by agents. Now, when I joined, I was agent number 13, and I believe there were 14,000 of us in the world 3 years ago. Yeah. And it was just me, Chris Jansen, and Mike Lowry. Now in South Australia, my team. We moved forward 3 years. I've got a team of 47 agents, right? With 44 of those being based in South Australia and the rest Australia-wide. I'm going global, Lisa. I'm looking for agents in Germany. I'm looking for agents in India. I'm looking for agents in New Zealand. I'm looking for agents in the United Kingdom. We are in 24 countries. We're a global opportunity. Now, any real estate agent that doesn't understand that this is an opportunity is, in my opinion, not an entrepreneur. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Exactly. And at the cost of offending some people, right? You can't say that you're a business owner when you work for somebody, right? How many people are employees that are multimillionaires in the world? Yeah. They're not, right? Yeah. So I thought, well, I want to do my own thing, but who the hell is going to work for Kunzel Estates? No one, right? So I scratched the independent model. I thought that's too expensive. No one's going to work for Kunzel Estates with my name above the door, so I'll get rid of that. Franchises, they're just a massive money pit. I need to have an office for starters as part of the regulations and requirements, right? And I know that even with a small based office, you probably need to bring in 30 to 40 grand a month just to
definitely subscriptions, rent, everything. Yeah.
Then if I looked at okay, what if I teamed up with someone else? Well, then I've got business partnerships, so I don't have full ownership in something. Yeah. Okay. If I did something like Urban X, well, that's not a bad company. You can do your own branding, but then it doesn't have the shares, it doesn't have the revenue share, it doesn't have the programs that eXp has. It's global, right? Then I looked at the area specialist way of things. I thought, okay, they provide marketing for me and they do some back end work for me, but I've got to pay a hell of a lot more each month. And then I am branded as them. eXp, right? I chose to run as eXp because I thought myself, Chris, and Mike, we all run as eXp. There's conformity, there's unity, right? And then what's happened is I can, in 2 years' time, 3 years' time, I can actually do Kunzel Estates powered by eXp if I want to.
Yeah,
at any time.
You've got the flexibility, yes.
Yeah, so I
Yes.
thought for now, I want to be part of a company. So I'm like, okay, so they pay better than anybody else. There's no bricks and mortar. I've got a home-based office, which means I'm super efficient, far more efficient than what I was in any other office.
Yeah.
I work with a group of people. We catch up for lunch. We're on a messenger chat every single day. We support each other. We have multiple trainings per week. I'm like, this is a multi-billion-dollar business, right? Our founder is worth, I believe, around about 2.4 to 2.6 billion US dollars.
Exactly.
Now, we look at the biggest franchise in Australia, and I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to get things wrong, but from my understanding and my belief, they're worth about 500 million Australian dollars. Right? The biggest real estate franchise in the country and in New Zealand, 500 odd million Australian dollars. That's a huge gap, right? Because we're talking Australian dollars versus US dollars.
Yeah.
So the main reason why I chose eXp is because I didn't want to be part of something that was here today and gone tomorrow.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You
Like
got to be so careful.
guys,
Yeah.
right? And I feel for the upside guys, but where upside went wrong was this, right? Bricks and mortar locations, bricks and mortar offices, and a big staffing system saying that they're going to provide you with leads and whatnot. Now, if you've got 1,000
overpromised what they could deliver.
Overpromise what they deliver. Now, if you've got 1,000 agents, you can afford to have those bricks and mortar locations and have staff in the background providing leads. But when you're a growing company, bricks and mortar is what's going to kill your business, right?
Yeah.
There's real estate companies around South Australia that have gone under and gone broke, and it's because they can't afford to keep the office doors open. So I wanted a business that did not have office doors.
Yeah.
Because who the hell goes to a real estate office? Like, honestly, let's be honest about this, right? Who walks into a real estate office and goes, I'm looking for property. I'm going to go stand in front of a window of every single real estate company in the state and look at the list of the properties.
Everybody Googles it. Yeah, exactly.
You're online, right?
Exactly.
So I get passionate about this, Lisa, because I know how much it's changed my life, right? So I was Australia's first icon agent. I was Australia's first double icon agent, Australia's first triple icon agent. But with the revenue share, I'm actually not paying eXp anything. Right? I'm actually being paid by eXp.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm saying it, your shares doubled, like what you've been gifted in the company doubled. And that's not typical. That can happen to everyone. You know, sometimes the shares go up, they go down, but you were gifted shares and they doubled in price. So now you have another asset. The thing that I love about eXp is that we can list and sell as much as we want. So we can stay in that lane if we want to. We've also got the share component, which you've just doubled. You were gifted, you know, quite a bit of shares for doing what you do anyway. If you worked in a franchise, you've got those as a bonus, right? You're building your team and you've also got your property management. So you've got 4 lines of income, 4 assets. So that's what I love. Like we don't just have a little real estate business. We have a platform, we have a business. So we can attract entrepreneurs who want to grow different streams of income, different assets. So that's what I love about it. You know, for me, I've got 106 agents in my team now all over the world. So I've got agents in South Africa, in France, the UK. I've got, who else have I got? I've got one in Canada coming up, and hopefully soon in New Zealand. So, you know, the way that it's changed my life, I read the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, years and years ago. And it was like, you know, I left my business down in Sydney. I had a real estate office in Wollongong, real estate office in Mossman. And I was like, that's the lifestyle I'm having. So for me, it's about, you know, being able to work from wherever I am in the world. So that's the lifestyle I've got. eXp fits in with my model. If you've got that mentality of having a business no matter where you are in the world, eXp is the perfect option because you've got different levels and different ways that you can make money and different ways that you can have a business. So that's what I love about it. So for you, you're listing and selling as much as you like and you're number 1 agent. You are growing a team, so you're getting that income as well, which, as you said, is very healthy. You've got the shares, and then you're also doing your rent roll. So to me, it's a no-brainer. If you were to work in a franchise, you'd just be able to list and sell, and you might get half a week's rent. You got no shares, and you're not building a team. You know, the opportunity cost, you know, $218 and 25 grand a year. You've got an amazing business, amazing support, and you know, the world is your oyster. Like, you know, for me, I've worked for myself since I was 25, right? So I've only been with my own thoughts. I've only been as big as my thoughts would take me. Coming into eXp now, I've got business partners, as I said, all around the world, and people inspire me. You know, I'm talking to people in America that have got, you know, that they're earning $500,000 a month or $400,000 a month in eXp. And it's like, they're the people I want to hang around with. They're the people I want to watch. They're the people that inspire me. You know, I've got my goal of what I want to achieve. And I keep saying this, it's like I'm on the road, everybody get out of my way. You know, I'm going to achieve my goals, and I can do that in eXp. I've got the support. I've got everything that I need. And it's just a matter of doing the work and getting it. And you get rewarded for what you do. And that's a lot of businesses, you know, principals of real estate offices will go, come to my office and I'll give you this and I'll give you that and I'll give you this. And then they move the goalpost. You know, we've
what
got
they also do, Lisa, which I know you understand this because you've been a real estate business.
Yeah.
They handcuff them to the desk by either giving them a mobile phone number that they own, in case they leave, they lose the number, or by having the data laws, the intellectual property laws. So you work for any of the franchises, they own your intellectual property, intellectual data. I can tell you right now, if the intellectual property laws did not exist, every agent would be eXp.
Yeah. You know what? But that's something you and I disagree on, because I've had the real estate office, and let's talk about this because I think it's good to talk about.
Let's go, Lisa. Let's go head to head.
Yeah, go on. I'll have
Come on, mate, let's go.
I'll have you. No, I've had a real estate business where, you know, I've had real estate, you know, people come in, paid them a salary. Okay. If you're paying a salary, so they're on my company time, I'm paying them by the hour, and I am doing all the promotion. I'm doing the marketing. I'm doing everything to generate that lead. That lead is the intellectual property of the company. And so that's the database of the company. And I'm allowing them to use that to get business. Okay. That to me, the office keeps the database. If another agent comes in, they've bought a database for themselves and they've got 2,000 people, that's fine. You keep your database because that's yours. I would be totally okay with that. But if it's on my company dollar, then no, I keep the database, you know. If they're a commission only salesperson,
No.
If you had a real estate office, you'd think differently.
No, sorry.
You'd think differently.
Sorry, no, I haven't. Yeah. I know, but this is what I'm saying, right? Yeah. I'm doing the work. I'm meeting the clients. I'm the one they're buying into. I'm entering them in. I'm doing database. I'm paying you to use your brand and use your office, right? But everything that I do is me, right? So anyway, we agree to disagree on this, right? But at eXp, guess what? All the intellectual data, all the intellectual property is mine. Exactly. If I leave tomorrow, eXp, that database gets erased.
You take it with you. If you bring 5,000 people with you, you take it. You bring 100 people with you, you take it.
It's not like I get a copy of my database to market, but eXp still has a copy of the database they hand to another.
No.
It's mine. No. They can't touch it. I've got all full intellectual property laws. Now, I consider myself a fairly smart person, Lisa, right? Street smart and also business smart, all right? I've had a lot of things in my life that have led me to the point where I understand how things work and I'm pretty cluey, right? Psychologically, also understanding money, right? I own multiple properties. I've done developments. I've got hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting in the bank. I've got $113,000 of eXp shares sitting in there, and I've got a team which is earning me revenue, right? So I can basically retire right here, right now, today, and I'd probably end up with an income of 150 to 180 grand a year, right?
Yeah.
For me, I've got kids. I've got to build on that, right? Anyway, who else can say that they've been able to build a business in 3 years that they can retire on 120 to 180K roughly?
Yeah,
and I say 120 to 180 because it fluctuates based on who's coming in and who's going out and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Who can say that in 3 years unless you've actually bought a business like a tire manufacturing company, whatever, and turned it around and resold it, right? You can't. So I looked at this model. I pulled my car over to the side of the road and I was showing this model and I thought, well, crap, there go the franchises. The first thing I thought was, wow, there go the franchises. They're done for. They're done.
Yeah,
they're done. They're finished. Not now, not today, but like Blockbuster Video. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years.
This might sound really cocky, but when I was at ARIC, I was looking at all the people there and I was thinking, you're all going to be part of eXp someday. You just don't know it yet. I know that sounds cocky, but I do believe it. I do believe that, we've got 200 agents in Australia now, and we're a startup, but we weren't a startup. So, we had to sort of go through different things and work it out. Now we've worked it out. I've got this absolutely well and truly worked out. And that's how come I know I'm going to get my goals. I know that I'm going to help my agents get their goals as well. So, we've got the systems, the support, the training, we've got everything that we need. And I believe that there is no better model than what we've got. There is no better model out there that we can help our agents. And the success stories that we've had with our agents, like, just the difference between them coming into the business and how they are now is completely different, you know, and they've got to work at it. Obviously, you know, you've got to work. You can't just go, oh, I've joined and paid my $218. Where's the leads? Where's my listings? You've got to actually do the work. And not everybody does that, but you know, the people that actually get in there and give it a go, the success stories are amazing, aren't they?
Well, this is the main strength of us, right? And I want to really, really, really focus in on this. If everyone ignores everything that's been said on this, listen to this. Every other business out there is a boss with an office, and they need to maintain, they need to get 30 grand or 40 grand or 50 grand or 100 grand a month from somewhere to keep the rent paid, to keep the power on, to keep the staff employed, right? So there's a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of that person, which used to be you as a business owner. So I can understand the way that
absolutely. It's bloody stressful. It's stressful.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
Most real estate businesses and companies out there will run a line of credit or have debt.
Yeah, a lot do now. In the boom, they didn't. Now they do.
Will run a line of credit or have debt. Let's say tomorrow your government says you cannot sell real estate for 3 months. Everybody.
Yeah.
All those franchises are either going into massive amounts of debt, or they're
like they did in lockdown.
They don't exist, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now let's say the government says nobody can sell real estate for 3 months. Well, guess what? Oh my gosh. Oh no. $218 times 3. Oh my gosh. Oh, $654 out of pocket. Oh,
I know. The risk is nothing. The risk is nothing. The risk is nothing. Okay. The risk.
Listen, just let me finish.
I know. I get too excited. No.
I know. But this is important. eXp has $0 debt.
Yes.
eXp has $0 debt. The $218 contribution from the agents all around the world, 89,000 agents, keeps people employed.
Yes.
If worst case scenario, eXp, this is why eXp is going nowhere, because I know there's agents sitting back at the franchise thing. They'll like every other
bricks, they'll go
be
down.
Gone. 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, they'll be gone.
Not going anywhere.
We are not going anywhere because we have $0 debt. We have $0 rental responsibility. We have $0 mortgage responsibilities. Every single agent is like a bunch of individual sticks.
Yeah.
89,000 sticks put together. Now, if each stick is paying $218 and shit hits the fan, well, guess what? I could afford to pay my $2,616 for the whole year, and I'm fine.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
A business owner, if they don't have that money coming in, they are.
But that's what happened in lockdown. That's exactly what happened. So yes, you're right. The risk is only $218, which is nothing to have your own business and your own opportunities. But the $218 is also your opportunity to have this massive big business if you choose to. But you don't have to. You know, you can just stay listing and selling. But, you know, it's if you choose, you've got so many different ways that you can make money with all the support in the world. You've got my guidance, your guidance. And that's another point I want to say too. Like when you come into eXp, it's very important to choose the right sponsor. You know, wherever you are in the world, because I know lots of people that have chosen the wrong sponsor. They haven't got support. They haven't got training. They haven't got the social aspect. They haven't got the camaraderie. They haven't got the training. They haven't, you know, the trainer. You know, there's lots of different things. Like say, for me, I can offer agents. I've been in real estate for 30 years. I know a lot of people. I've got contacts everywhere. I know what you're talking about. I've been through it. You know, I've got lots of different training programs. You know, we've got our podcasts. We can help elevate people in their profile. Marketing is one of my strengths as well. So you get access to that. I help agents build their team. So it's like, you know, if anybody says to me, I've got this agent that's really wanting to come in, okay, let me sit down and talk to them for you. You know, so I help my agents grow their team. So, you know, there's a lot of different things that we bring to the table. There's another million things that we bring to the table, business ideas and business strategies and things like that. You know, just having an ear to sort of listen to somebody as they're going through something means all the world. You know, it can be just, oh, thank you so much for listening. And I didn't have anybody to talk to, because they can't talk to their partners. They don't understand. They can't talk to their friends. They don't understand. So just having that person that they can talk to is so many times people just say to me, thanks for listening. You know, so you've got to choose the right sponsor. So for people choosing me or choosing you, now, what are the benefits of you?
Well, before we get on the benefits of me, you're my sponsor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the little child that's been sponsored by Lisa.
Oh,
You're my sponsor in
bless.
eXp. But
Yeah.
I can honestly say this with hand on heart, right?
Mm.
I wouldn't be at the point that I am in my career within eXp, and I don't even know, like I probably would have made the first icon agent by myself, and I would have made the double icon and triple icon by myself because I've been an experienced real estate agent.
Yeah.
But I can tell you what, you got me onto podcasts, Lisa. You got me in front of the camera. You got me doing YouTube videos. You got me doing Facebook Lives. You got me doing a whole heap of things that I wasn't comfortable doing before that have elevated my business massively,
Big time.
to a point where I've gone from, okay, I'm going to say it, right? I don't want to sound like, I don't want to come across arrogant in any way, shape, or form, but I just want to demonstrate to people, and I'm going to demonstrate with real numbers, and I'll share my numbers here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've gone from earning, like keeping in my pocket $215,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm earning well over $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
I'm working less, right? I'm enjoying myself more, and I'm doing things that I didn't do before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an attraction-based business. I don't cold call. I don't door knock. I don't do any of these things. Now, yes, we've got a very strong social media campaign because of some of the people that we brought into our team.
Yes.
So the benefits that I've got from yourself as my sponsor is we talk almost every day.
Yes.
Not because I'm needy, but just because we enjoy
exactly.
Right?
Not needy. No,
right?
we'll go, yes, yeah, what about this? And what about that? Like that's the excitement of it as well. That's what I love. Yeah, sorry, go.
And here we are right now doing another Let's Talk About Real Estate.
Yeah.
Podcast, and it's all EXP based, but I think people need to understand this, right? Now, I've sponsored people in myself, right?
Yes.
You call Burry, you call Arahan, you call Chris, you call Rama, you call Raymond, you call Brigitte, you
Mike.
call
Yeah.
Mike, James, Stacey, you call Sarah Jarmaine, all these guys. What does Bjorn do for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hear it from their voice. Sarah was a new agent with us. I had a few properties come up that were referred to me, one in Manning, one in Harrogate, and one in Mount Barker. They're a long way for me to go, right? Mm-hmm. That's like an hour and 20 minutes for me to go. Sarah lives up that way. Hey, Sarah, how about I put you as second agent on these properties? We'll split the commission 50-50 straight down the guts, but I need you to be the person on the floor. Yes. Sarah was doing the open inspection. She was organising the buyers. She was calling the buyers back. She was getting the offers. And then I was basically in the background taking care of marketing, taking care of vendor management and things like this. Do you think Sarah appreciates what I've done? Just putting $1,000 in her pocket?
Exactly.
Do you think I appreciate Sarah?
Yeah.
Burry had a situation once where he rang me up and he's like, Bjorn, I've lost this listing. I'm really deflated. I spent about an hour and a half on the phone to him. Yes, I may have had a couple of beers during that time with him while I was in my store. But guess what the result of that was? Not only following my guidance, and I can't go into it here, but following my guidance, following my advice, I understand the psychology of real estate, Lisa, better than most people, right? I think better than almost anybody, right? I gave him some psychological tips, some training on some dialogue to use with the vendor to find out their circumstances. Burry rings me up the next day. He's like, Bjorn, it worked. I've got the listing. And it wasn't tricks. It's not smoke and mirrors. It's not.
No, it's just finding out people's motivation and what they need. Yeah.
Dig deep. Now, Burry said to me the other day, because he goes, Bjorn, remember that time that you helped me on the phone? That phone call was worth about $80,000 to me. And I'm like, what do you mean, 80 grand? He's like, because not only did I sell that vendor's house, I kept the listing when he was about to take it away from me and go to somebody else. I sold it. And then he's referred me 5 other clients.
Yeah, wow. You just never know, do you?
So there's 6 properties that Burry wouldn't have had. And he thanks on a phone call that I gave him. Now, Burry's a tech genius when it comes to Facebook and social media. So, hey, Burry, brother, can you help me out? I'm not a genius when it comes to that.
Yes, we'll help each other.
He's helped me with that, right?
That's the thing.
Mike Larry at the moment, he's just had a baby, right? Things are a bit slow for him because he's a new dad. I'm doing a couple of auctions, and auctions freak me out. They do. I'm not a huge fan of auctions. I don't really like them. I don't necessarily believe in them. I don't necessarily believe they get the best prices at the moment.
Now, eXp offers is a different thing, but yeah, go.
eXp offers is a different thing, but Mike is an auctioneer. He's a licensed auctioneer, and he's an auction agent. So I said, Mike, I've got these couple of auctions, man. I know you're busy being a dad, but do you want to jump on these properties with me? I'll cut you in 20% of the commission, because when I'm on 100%, there's plenty to go around. All I need you to do is I just need you to have the conversations with the buyers, man, because when it comes to auction, you're the expert. I'm not. When it comes to expressions of interest or EXP offers, I'm the expert and he's not. But I said, look, I'll cut you in 20% of the commission so you can, get some income coming in while you've got the baby, while you're just sort of being a dad and focusing on you. And you're going to help me at well. Fantastic. Do you think Mike appreciates that? Do you think I appreciate that? I've got agents that are like, Bjorn, I've got listing appointments that I need to go to. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'll come out with them, help them list them. How much do you want from it? Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
exactly.
I'm your sponsor. I'm here to help you.
Exactly.
Right?
That's
So,
what we're here to do. And no matter where anybody is located in Australia, we're here on the phone and we've got the experience. We know I've got 30 years of experience. Talk to agents all the time. You've got experience on the ground now, your qualifications, all that sort of stuff. So that's why it's important to choose the right sponsor. Not only the psychological support you get and understanding, it's the actual, the nuts and bolts of real estate that can help you make sales. It's everything. So you've got to be really careful who you choose, and some people have chosen American sponsors or, where else. And you've just got to think what that's going to look like. Are they going to be here? They're not going to be here on the ground with you. They're not going to be, they're not going to understand the way that we do things. They're not going to understand the culture, the business side of things, all that sort of stuff. So, it's really important that you choose the team. We've got 106 agents in our team, the biggest team in eXp. We've got a lot of different resources and things like that. And, obviously we want to help our team. I want to help my team succeed. That's my goal. So,
well, let's go through it, Lisa. Let's go through it,
yeah.
right? We've got yourself, real estate trainer, 30 years experience, yeah?
Yep.
We've got myself, high-performing agent, top 3% of agents in South Australia. In fact, we've just overtaken as the number 1 leading real estate agency in South Australia for total numbers of listings and sellings above every single other competitor.
Yeah.
And there's some big guns here, right? We've got Sean Egan, who is a YouTube, social media, Facebook, Instagram extraordinaire, bringing in leads by the dozen from my agents. Okay. We've got Buri Sun and Arahan Virgie, who are whiz kids. And I say whiz kids, it's like, when you get your child to help you out with something on your phone or something on the internet, right? Like, I'm in my 40s now, right? I'm not a youngin' anymore, right? We've got these guys that are in their 20s that are social media masterminds that are introducing us to video artificial intelligence that's basically taking short captions and we've got a guy.
It's amazing.
We've got a team that can produce a year's worth of social media content at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Now do you have that where you are? Other agents? No, because the other agents don't collaborate and team up with each other because they're competing against each other, even though they might have a good camaraderie. They're listing and selling, listing and selling, listing and selling, listing and selling, listing and selling. That's it. They refer a property management, they get 1.1 weeks of the letting fee, right?
Yeah.
Here we get the ownership of the asset. And the ownership of the asset could be worth anywhere from $3,000 to $9,000, depending on the property and how much it's rented for when you go to sell it. It's a saleable asset, right? So our agents get that. The other agents, only their business only gets that, right? We earn shares. No one else earns shares. And they're EXPI, they're traded on the NASDAQ, right? It's legitimate. It's a public listed company.
And you can look at the profit and loss. You can see exactly transparent, We
don't have losses, Lisa. We're always in profit. It's always profits, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because we're a nimble business, right? Now, you look at all the most successful companies in the world. Amazon, do they have shops that you go into?
No.
Do they have offices? I'm sure they do because they've got a lot of staff. And I know they've got warehouses, right? But are they a cloud-based business? 100%.
Yeah.
Facebook, do you go down the road? Does every single suburb have a Facebook office?
No, you don't need it these days. Yeah.
Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, every highly successful company in this century, right? The ones that are booming above all else are cloud-based businesses because bricks and mortar are made for one thing: to live under, to roof you, to house you. I don't believe in the office at all. I don't believe in the office scenario at all. I don't believe the office is the healthy place for agents at all, unless you're new and unless you don't know what you're doing. But if you try to tell me, and I'm sorry this is going to upset some people, but if you try to tell me that you think of yourself as an entrepreneur and you're employed by a company or you own a franchise in that company, it's not, you're renting your business. You're renting your business. My ownership in eXp is 100% mine. Yeah. Right. If I had, let's just say a franchise, I'm just going to make a name up because I don't want to say name. Let's just call it XYZ Real Estate. And let's just assume that XYZ Real Estate is the biggest real estate company in Australia. And let's just say that my color might be pink or blue, green. I'm still paying that company a 9% fee to have that. And I still need to follow the rules of that company. And I still need to have an office in which to operate that company, that business out of, because it's all about the company.
Yeah.
At eXp, it's all about
the salesperson, the agent. Exactly.
It's an entrepreneurial thing. I've got 4 lanes of income, 3 of which I don't need to get out of bed for anymore.
Yes.
Selling and selling, I still need to get out of bed for. But guess what?
Yes.
When I'm on 100% commission,
yep.
do you think anybody out there can beat me when it comes to fees when they've got to give away 50%? Or
exactly.
if they want to beat me on fees, do you think that they're going to give 100% of their effort and energy?
No. See, that's what I woke up to this morning. So just 2 more share allocations as well. So,
Beautiful.
you know, it's just nice to get that, isn't it? You know, you go into your Okta account and then you've got your revenue share that ticks up every day or whatever. And then you get your shares and you get all these different things. You get rewarded for what you do. And that's what I love about eXp too. You know, some other businesses, as I said, you know, they'll have different goalposts or whatever, and then they'll change it and you don't get the rewards. Here it's set in stone. You get the rewards, you get what you put into it. And, you know, I just want that for all of our agents. I want it that, you know, all of our agents have got this, you know, got this platform that they can build on all the time. And some of them are just like, no, I just want to list and sell. That's okay. But there may come a time where they're like, no, I do want to do that now. I am focused on that. And I'm setting up a whole lot of systems now that to support my, I can't see, 134,000. That's how much Beyond's got in shares. You said 115,000, 134 grand. Well, that's gone up.
I thought it was 115, so I haven't looked at it today. It's gone up, right? But that's my share account, right? So
that is awesome.
People watching this go, oh yeah, they're all just talking rubbish, blah, blah, blah. I work at the front, they're talking rubbish. Well, there it is right there, guys. You can see it. Right?
134 grand's worth of shares.
Yep. I'm transparent, right? Anyone can call me, anyone can ring me. I'll show them on my computer every single number.
Yeah, same.
I'm talking about.
Same.
I'll show them.
Same.
If people look at everything.
Exactly. If people don't believe what we're getting, what's achievable, ring us and we're happy to show. I'm happy to be transparent with absolutely everything. But yeah, it's amazing.
I'm just trying to bring up my Okta now.
And so with those shares, you actually, if you were working in a franchise for someone else, you wouldn't have got those shares. So you're $132,000 better off straight away. And we're not giving financial advice. That can go up, it can go down, you know, whatever. But at this point in time, you have $132,000 worth of shares. You have, you know, your revenue share from your team, which you take care of. It's not like, you know, you bring people into the company and then you run off and you do something else. We actually care about our team. Yeah, 47.
47 agents, right?
Yep. Yep.
Now, you know what? I'm going to show you. Last pay, $12,388.67.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, we're into August. It's paid monthly, right? That was for the month of July, right?
Yep.
Now we're into August, and I don't mind showing this, Lisa. And I'm not doing it to be arrogant. I'm doing it to show to people that it's bloody real. Because the biggest objection we get is it's all smoke and mirrors, mate. It's too true. It's freaking real. It's 100% real. 3 years living it, right? I'm not on the payroll. Well, I am on the payroll because they're paying me, but you know, but you
it's
see
your own business.
Here, you see this here where it says unpaid, right?
Yeah.
Calculated but unpaid. $5,869.50. Do you know when that's from? That basically ticked over from, okay, the revenue share is paid on the 21st of every month.
Yes.
So from the 21st of last month until now, which is how many days is that? I don't know, 31, yes. 21, 31, 10, 12 days. Yep. 12 days, $5,869 worth of residual income in 12 days.
Exactly.
Guys, seriously, wake up. Once this
works.
Well, Lisa, in the United States, right, they had a very slow first few years. And then guess what happened? Everybody started waking up going, this is it.
It is real. Exactly.
If you're a real estate agent that wants to get ahead and you're an entrepreneur, get into this business and get into it now, because the longer you're staying at the franchise, you're throwing away hundreds of thousands of dollars. In the last 3 years, my wealth has increased by, I don't know, well, I've got 135 grand in shares now.
Yep.
I'm earning probably an extra $300,000 a year. Now, I'm not talking gross commission here. I'm talking net.
Yes.
What about this? I'm $1 million agent earning 300 grand after they take everything and after I pay all my support stuff, right? I'm not claiming to be $1 million agent. I'm not. Guess what? I'm about a $600,000 agent, $500 to $600,000 agent, enjoying my life.
Exactly. And getting more.
Fishing, helping other people, giving my vendors 100% of my commitment and dedication. You know, 16 years, you get a lot of people that resell. There's only been about 4 people that have not resold with me in the last 12 months that bought the property from me. And of those 4 people, most of them knew the person, knew somebody else in real estate that was a friend that they gave the business to. And good on them for doing that, man. I'd be peed off if one of my friends didn't give me their listing. So good on them for giving their friend the listing. But what I'm getting at is, if you do business with me, you do business with me for life, right? I'm not a one-hit wonder, right? You're not just a number.
Same. Yeah.
So the numbers that I'm getting here is I'm in the last 3 years, I would probably say, honestly, seriously, I've probably added about $800,000 worth of net income extra into my pocket for doing the same amount of work as I was previously at the franchise.
Yeah.
So no workload's different. It's not like I've gone from doing this many sales there to doing this many sales here. They're about the same.
Yeah.
But my income has definitely increased by about 300 to 250 grand a year for those years. Yeah. So there's about 8, right? And then I've got the shares, right? So there's another 135. So let's add that on. Let's call it 935,000.
Yeah.
And then the revenue share, because the first year there wasn't a big team, so there was not much revenue share, like, $3 grand or something in the first year, whatever. In the second year, there was I think I worked it out when I did my tax on my account, there was 38 grand in the second year. And now this year, the way that it's tracking, because now the team's larger, it's going to be 120 to 180K, right?
Yeah,
so it just keeps stepping up. So let's just call it 50 grand from revenue share over the last 3 years to average it out.
Yep.
So 150, it's over $1 million. I'm over $1 million net in my family's pocket.
Yeah.
So my wife doesn't have to work and can choose to be a stay-at-home mum because she chooses to be.
Yeah.
Not because I make her be a stay-at-home mum, but that's what she loves to do. She loves to be there for the kids. I'm there for the kids too. I don't think that I do absolutely nothing, but I can focus my business 100% on real estate, on helping people and being where I need to be to help my customers.
Yeah. And your family.
Wife can be at home.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, as a PDY LTD, guess what? My wife can be on the payroll. Right? Because when you own your own business, you can either come to eXp as a PAYG, as a PDY LTD, or an independent contractor, right?
Exactly. And so she helps out, which is great. So that's
and he does heaps.
Yeah,
and he does a lot. She can jump on, do Facebook posts, she can jump on, do Instagram posts.
Exactly.
She goes for a walk and does letterbox drops off just to keep some. And she's got her own business as well called Feather and Leaf, which is sensory toys for children, right? Really, really great. Natural business, not plastic and stuff like that. It's all, nature-based. So she gets to live the life she wants. I get to live the life I want. My kids are very well adjusted because they've got a parent at home for them whenever they need them to be.
Yeah, exactly.
These are the benefits of the freedoms of this business. Now, if I was running an office, I would have to be the first one in that office and the last one out of that office. I would be stressed out of my mind managing 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 staff, whatever. Here, I don't have to worry about that. Yes, I can be a team leader. Yes, I can be someone they pick the phone up to. And this is another thing.
But you don't have employees too.
I don't have employees. They're all their own bosses. Now, you're my sponsor. You get what, $3,500 a year from me. Whoop-de-doo. And you don't get it from me. You get it from eXp.
Yeah, get it from the company.
That they get from me. So it doesn't cost me nothing.
No.
You give me probably $50,000 worth of value a year, right? But I can pick up the phone. I can call you. You're in Queensland. I can get on a plane and come and see you. Now, there's a lot of these big honchos in the United States, and that's great and that's fantastic. But choosing your sponsor, if you can't pick up your phone and talk to your sponsor, don't get them as a sponsor.
No.
Honestly, people don't understand how big a deal this is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because look, we've got social media guys, we've got tech gurus, we've got these other things. There's certain people in the United States that are got the biggest teams in the world. But every single person that's coming in is going pretty much directly with them.
Yeah, and they're going to fly solo. They really will. It's solo. Like anyone in our team has our support. So if you pick anyone in our team as your sponsor, they have our full support. So anyone in your team can phone me, can do anything. We're there for them. We have that camaraderie of taking care of anyone. So it's sort of like I've got you covered. Anybody that you choose in our A team, we've got you covered. So you're going with the right team.
Hence the name, the A team, right? The A team. The A is the first letter of the alphabet, right? A, alpha, the beginning, right? Yeah. Everybody that comes in, they're the A, right? Yeah. I'm there to serve them. They're the A. That's what's the A team, right? Yep. Number one team in Australia. in eXp, number one producing team in Australia within eXp, number one for the amount of agent count in Australia in eXp, number one for the amount of icon agents in eXp in the team. You've got the first icon agent in Australia. You've got Australia's number one agent, being myself, without sounding arrogant, in the team. And I'm sharing every single bit of wealth of knowledge that I know with every single member that comes in. So guess what? They don't need to wait 13 years into their career to experience this, right?
Exactly.
I have 13 years of figuring things out pretty much on my own, besides a few scripts and dialogues and a few marketing pieces, right? In the last 3 years, and that's why I say 13 years, because I've been 16-year agent, 13 years elsewhere, 3 years at eXp. In these last 3 years, the guys that have come into the team, the Breweries, the Arahans, you know, these sorts of guys, the ones that ask me, you know, what do I do, Bjorn? And I tell them, and they listen and they take it on board, they're selling. They've got 0 properties to 30 properties in their first year, right? They're doubling their business. They're tripling their business. They're being successful in the business. Now, yes, there's some people that just want to do their own thing, right? They are in my team, but they're just doing their own thing. If they don't need any help, I'll leave them.
No, that's right. No, they can do as much as little as they want. Exactly.
I mean, there's a couple of agents that are in my team that they never call on me for nothing, right? But hey, guess what? Last week we went out and played golf. We went around in the golf buggies and had a few beers together, right? It's whatever level of support they want or need, or they don't want or they don't need. But with our team, we've got real estate trainer in you with 30 years experience, all the scripts and dialogues and content.
Everything in the real estate club you could possibly think of.
Australian-based content, Australian-based content. They don't need to go anywhere, right? We're experts with the ChatGPT. We were experts in the AI, video AI space. We've got tech gurus. We've got lead generation gurus. We've got psychology of real estate gurus. We've got systems and analysts experts. People like Chris Jansen, right? He's a wealth of knowledge. Previous business director. We've got previous owners of franchises, which are now us, right? Which are now realizing, geez, why didn't I do this ages ago and do away with the headaches, right? We've got the team that has got everything that anybody needs. And I can tell you this one thing, eXp are going absolutely nowhere.
I'm here for life. You're here for life.
Boss, if you've been told by your boss at the franchise, don't worry about it, mate. It's another fad. It's another trend. Well, I'm sorry. If you think Netflix is a trend, if you think Amazon's a trend, if you think online banking's a trend, if you think the internet's a trend, if you think AI is a trend, well, good luck to you, mate, because you're digging your own grave. Unfortunately. And I don't say this to be spiteful. I don't say this to be mean. I don't say this to come across arrogant. I'm just trying to say to people, wake up. You've got cancer. You've got cancer. I've got the cure that actually scientifically works. Take it. Take it and be cured of your cancer. Oh, but I like my cancer because my cancer takes me out for lunch, or I like my cancer. Come on, guys. Like, come on. You're in a system. You're opening a Blockbuster video store. Maybe at 10 p.m. when Blockbuster's about to go bankrupt at 12. And I don't mean that nastily, and I don't mean that rudely, and I don't mean that with disrespect in any way, shape, or form. I'm trying to save agents. I'm trying to get them to realize you don't need to be working in that pyramid system where all your money is going up to the boss. Get out of the pyramid system. Get out of the franchise model. Get out of the independent model.
Get the platform where you've got four ways that you can build assets. You know, you've got that, and then you can build up from there and have your team and have your assets and all that sort of stuff. So our platform's here, and we go up from that. You know, it's not down.
We're a round circle, Lisa. We're a round circle with no King Arthur, right? The traditional model is the pyramid model because you have the boss at the top, then you have management, and then you have the junior management, then you have the head agents, then you have the assistant agents, then you have the telemarketers and whatnot, and everybody trickles up. These people down here are on wages, 40 grand a year, 45 grand a year, whatever, and getting small bonuses. The people above them are working with another agent and getting a small little cut. Then those agents have to give 50% or 40% or 30%, whatever it is, to their boss. And then they've got to pay them. And guess who's at the top? The king of the company, the boss, the director of the company, who's driving the Ferrari, driving the Lamborghini, has the big house. Oh, but guess what? You can sit in the passenger seat, or you can borrow my Ferrari when I'm away on holidays, or you can come over to my house and swim in my pool. Well, guess what? You're the agent. You deserve the Ferrari yourself. You deserve the big house yourself. You deserve the pool yourself.
And we've got the platform.
Your
Yeah,
kids deserve the best education for your kids. Your
absolutely.
boss loves you right now because you are making them a shitload of money. Take away the money, and then let's see how the friendship goes, guys.
Yeah.
Right? Our friendships at EXP, they're not bought, right? They're not bought. Do you really think that I'm going to pretend to be somebody's friend for the sake of $3.5 grand a year? Are you
No,
freaking kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me?
Yeah.
But will I give as much of my knowledge and my wealth of experience to make sure that those agents don't waste 13 years of their life? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yes.
Absolutely.
You know?
The opportunities are just amazing. They just really are. So anybody that's thinking about it, reach out to either Bjorn or myself or anybody in our A team. I might even put a list of everybody in the A team too. But yeah, just reach out to us and just make sure that you've got our support when you come in, because it's just going to be so much better. The guidance and support and all that sort of thing. Yeah.
And I'd say this as well, Lisa, like think about what you need in your real estate business, right? Like if you're getting into heaps of appraisals, but you're not listing them and you're not closing them, you probably need someone like me. If you don't know where to get the appraisals from or even how to find an appraisal or what to do, you need Lisa. If you know where to get the appraisals from and you know how to close the appraisals, but you just need help with Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and things like this, you need one of the other guys.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll get one of those guys to be your sponsor. If you need help with systems and procedures and just getting yourself structured and organized, don't come to me. Go to somebody like Chris Jansen, right? If you need to understand that you want to join in, but you want to be your own business, your own brand, and do things your own way, well, sure, you can come to some of us, or you might want to go to somebody like Bridget Connery, who's actually running her own business, Bridge & Co, through us. If you want to be a massive property manager master and grow a huge property management department, someone like Bridget, again, is somebody for you, right?
Yeah.
If you're somebody who wants to be able to do it part-time and be a mum part-time, speak to somebody like Sarah, who's actually doing it, right? Don't think that when you contact us, that necessarily we'll say we will be your direct sponsor, right? Because we will do a discovery call with you, find out where the weaknesses are and the strengths are in your business, where you want to go and where you want to be, who you are, what you're looking at doing, and when and where you want to be working. And then based on all of that, we will say, okay, based on what you've told us, we think that this could be a good pairing for you. Now, ultimately, you can choose your sponsor yourself.
That's right. That's important.
We will guide you. We can guide you saying this person might be really good for you. Now, if you still turn around and go, look, I want to be with you, Bjorn, or I want to be directly with you, Lisa, you can do that. But don't think that we're here to try to get every single agent.
No.
Be directly sponsored by us.
We do diagnose. Like whenever I talk to somebody, I always say, like what are your goals? What don't you like about where you are now? What are you looking for? What are your goals? All that sort of thing. And then, I may say, look, it might be a good idea to talk to this person, but at the end of the day, it's up to them who they choose. And that's why it's very much your choice. But in the real estate club, I've got everything from appraisals to listings to closing to, marketing and all that sort of stuff. Like there's absolutely everything in there. So 30 years of real estate knowledge in there. If I see another agent doing something great, I'll take it. I'll put it into there. Like anything that you need is in that club as well. And everybody gets access to that. When they join our team in the A team, and you get everything, all the support you could possibly want.
And this point as well, guys, right? Like if you do join with Sarah or Bridget or Kuldeep or Rama or Chris or Mike or David or James, whatever, whoever, right? Guess what? You've also got access to me, regardless, and you've also got access to Lisa and Lisa's training for free as well, right?
Absolutely.
So don't think that you necessarily need to be directly with Bjorn or directly with Lisa to be able to get us, because if you're in our A team with any of our agents of those 106 in that A team, you've got access to us as well, guys.
Absolutely.
Because what we want to do is we want to see agents come and join our team and then grow their own teams.
Exactly.
Because we are only as great as our strongest link and we are as weak as our weakest link, and we don't want weak links. What we want to do is pick everybody up and lift everybody up and elevate everybody so they can be the best they can. And some people might not want to grow a team, and that's totally cool.
Yeah.
Some people might not be interested in shares. That's totally cool. Some people might just want to be able to kick back and do their own thing. That's totally cool. It's whatever you want. It's your business. It's your way, but with our full support anytime you need it.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
All right. So thank you so much, Bjorn. That wraps that up. And then anybody that wants to find out more about eXp, give either Bjorn, myself, or any of the A team a call, and that'll be great. Thank you so much, Bjorn.
Thanks, Lisa. I get too passionate. I get too worked up because I know how much it's changed my life. So to anybody watching, I do apologize if I've offended you in any way or I've been too hypo. I just get excited because I see the future, and the future of this is enormous.
I know. It's amazing. All right. Thanks, heaps.
Bye,
Bjorn.
guys.
Bye.